So it seems to be that Blizzard is making some moves, and it could be for the better. Oh yeah, by the way, the Diablo 2 remake is pretty much all but confirmed. Let's dive in. What is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to the boardroom. I am Ords, and today we are taking a look at an article from IGN.com. Vicarious Visions reportedly brought into Blizzard to work on Diablo 2 Remake. So it's pretty much been confirmed that Diablo 2 the Remake, or Diablo 2 Resurrected, is in the works. Now, we all know the fiasco that was Warcraft 3 Reforged. Pretty much pushing out a product that was not up to par, or what we were basically lied to about what we were getting when it comes to the quality of the game, and we didn't really get much. Honestly, I don't think it was much different than the original, except they actually took stuff away. So not only did we not get anything new, we got stuff taken away from us when it comes to that. But we're not here talking about Warcraft 3 Reforged, but we are talking about Vicarious Visions. So if you guys have had the pleasure of recently playing the Tony Hawk Remake, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remake, this is the company behind that game. And I have to say, it is probably one of the best games when it comes to remakes that I've played. It is one of the best remakes that I've ever played. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The game feels like the original, but it's updated graphics. It's beautiful. Things are added to it. We get a plethora of stuff to do in the game. Granted, I guess my only critique with that is like more multiplayer online stuff would be nice. But when you're talking about bringing a remake back, this is probably the best representation of a remake that I can think of. So. Them pulling the original team, I think, that was working on Diablo 2 Resurrected, pulling them from the project and then bringing Vicarious Visions in, I think really can only be a good thing. But with that being said, guys, I'm very anxious to see what they have planned here, Vicarious Visions. And it does kind of give me some hope for Diablo 2 Resurrected. So let's get into the article. Following the news that Vicarious Visions has merged into Blizzard Entertainment, a new report says that the studio was brought into Blizzard to work on the Diablo franchise, including a planned remake of Diablo 2. As reported by Bloomberg, Vicarious Visions, the studio behind such games as Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, Crash Bandicoot, Sane Trilogy, has been working with Blizzard since last year, even though the announcement of its merger was only made Tuesday, January 2nd. So they have been working with these guys longer, which is awesome. Again, this gives me hope for the remake of Diablo 2. You got to understand something. Diablo 2, as much as people don't talk about it, everybody knows it. It is a game that set a standard, that helped set a standard there at Blizzard back in the day, which definitely not held to that standard today. But it was. I think people hold on to this game because it was an era of gaming that we got what we wanted when it came to games. You know, we didn't have to fight for it; we just got it. Finished games. I love it, man. The Diablo 2 Diablo franchise to me is one of my favorite. I pretty much, I'm not gonna lie, maybe a little shill when it comes to Diablo, but also aware that Blizzard has, they've done a lot of really shitty things here in recent past, but it sounds like they're trying to go in the right vein. If they don't get this game right, guys, I'm done. I'm done with Blizzard, and then we have Diablo 4 coming too. So I really want them to nail this one. Man, Blizzard, come on. I'm just glad that I think they're making some good moves with bringing Vicarious Visions in, and it does again give me a little bit more hope. Up until 2020, the Diablo 2 remake was set to be developed by Blizzard's Team 1, which is located at the Irvine, California campus, and was the go-to group for reworking classic games. The latest title, Warcraft 3 Reforged, which we talked about earlier, was not received positively and currently has a 59 on a review aggregate site Metacritic, which also happens to be Blizzard's lowest score to date. IGN gave World of Warcraft 3 Reforged a 7 out of 10, saying it is an uninspiring remastered. But Warcraft 3 itself is still a great game nearly 2 decades later. So, the only reason it gets a 7 out of 10 from IGN is because it's a classic. And I don't know if that's necessarily something you want. I don't know if that's what you want. I mean, yes, it was a great game originally, but we're looking at the remake here, not the original game. What has been added to the game to enhance the experience or give you that experience how it was originally, but in a better looking package, which we didn't get. And I would say 7 out of 10 is being nice. International documents reviewed by Bloomberg pin the game's failures on poor planning, miscommunication, and rushed release date to financial pressure from management, among factors. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. This is exactly what happened with Cyberpunk. This is exactly what happened with Anthem. This is exactly what happened with all those games that were released unfinished that everybody was very much anticipating, and you can't do that again. You can't have that again. If you're going to be in the video game market, you want to be the company that's finishing games. And at some point, people are going to have enough of this unfinished release stuff, and they're going to stop buying new games, and they're going to start playing older games. I mean, there are plenty of games from the past to play. I mean, a plethora. Well, Blizzard and Team 1 obviously did not want to make the same mistake with the much-anticipated Diablo 2 remaster. And following a, to quote, post-mortem, Blizzard ended up pulling the remaster from the team and putting the division behind Diablo 4 in charge. Vicarious Visions is also said to be working on this project, which is or was known as Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think Resurrected is a great name for it. Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think that's perfect. Fits right in the vein of Diablo, I believe. So the team at Diablo 4 looks like they are taking over the remaster for Diablo 2. Nothing wrong with that. I really kind of like what's going on with Diablo 4, at least what we know so far about Diablo. And I should do more Diablo videos, but we know more what's going on with Diablo 4. I like the aesthetic where they're going for. I think they're more in the vein of where they were when it comes to 3. Now, don't get me wrong, I like 3. Diablo 3 is fun, but it just didn't have that feel that Diablo 2 and even Diablo 1 had when it comes to it. But I feel like 4 is going to have that feeling a little bit more. So maybe they're bringing Diablo 4 team to throw the aesthetic on there, and then you have Vicarious Visions, who've put out some really great remakes, especially in the Tony Hawk one, and they're really gonna, I think, take some time and some love and care is gonna get put into this. Hopefully, knock on wood. Hopefully you can't mess Diablo 2 up, Blizzard. You can't mess the Diablo 2 remake up. I mean, people still play the original game right now. As a matter of fact, if you guys haven't checked out my Season 1 of Sunday Night Hangs and Video Games, you can see the playlist here on the channel. We've played Diablo 2 from beginning to end. You guys can go check that out. I'm sure that's not the only time we're going to be playing Diablo 2, maybe even Diablo 1 here on the channel. So, big Diablo fan, they have to get this right. In October 2020, Blizzard reorganized the entire division known as Team 1, and members of the team were given opportunities to interview for other positions within the company. Of those who did not find a position were eventually let go, while others chose to leave for independent studios like Frost Giant in Dreamhaven, the letter of which was stated by Blizzard co-founder and former CEO Mike Morhaime. So yes, I know a lot of people have left Blizzard to join independent studios, which is, I encourage that. If you're not getting what you want at Blizzard, as an individual, a person in the free market, you are free to do what you got to do. And I hope that those people who left go on to have great, successful careers and make great video games and take what Blizzard used to really mean when it came to video games, and I hope they apply that to the studios that either join or start. We need more of that. And it's nice to see Mike Morhaime out there doing things and sticking to his guns and making good games. So I think the important question here is, when is the game, the Diablo 2 remake, going to come out? I want to say it would be sometime this year with speculation, but I think with everything going on, pandemic and whatnot, I think it has pushed it maybe to a 2022 release. Maybe beginning of the year, maybe at the end of the year. It all depends on what Vicarious Visions does when they come in and how much or how far along the game is. Maybe they're just bringing Vicarious Visions in to comb over it. Maybe it's complete. I don't know. But we haven't got Diablo Immortal yet. And my guess is they're going to want to release those relatively close to each other because Diablo Immortal, it takes place after Diablo 2, in between 3 there. At least the lore part of it. So I just have to say, in my speculation, I believe we are getting a 2022 release for the Diablo 2 remake, possibly a 2023-24 release for Diablo 4. Looking very much forward to Diablo 4, and I've said this numerous times on the channel. The channel will probably turn into a Diablo channel at that point. And there you have it, everybody. That is the video for now. If you guys like this video, please make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. And as always, please make sure you hit that subscription button. It always helps. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers, and I'd like to hit that by July. So if you guys want to help me do that, make sure you hit the subscription button down below. And guys, don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know your guys' thoughts on all of this. Let me know what you think about the Diablo 2 remake, if you want it to come this year, if you think it's going to come this year. If you guys are even looking forward to it all, please let me know in the comments down below. So there it is, an all but confirmed Diablo 2 remake, along with bringing in Vicarious Visions, who have done some great work on remakes before. So I am more excited about this, I think, than I was before. Hopefully they do it justice. And here's the thing, real quick, my final thought. I understand that this game is not going to be exactly like Diablo 2, the original. It is a remake. It will be slightly different. They'll probably do a few different things to it, but I am intrigued to see what they do nonetheless, especially now bringing Vicarious Visions. Anyway, everybody, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you guys, and we'll catch you on the other side. Peace.